take it away.
Get smooth.
Well,
right ahead, Michael.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us here today.
Latrice, Latrice.
Thank you, Latrice. I think it's with the announcement yesterday by the governor that the state is fully reopened, that we finally reached herd immunity. I know it's a big sigh of relief for so many people. We still have to be diligent about what we're doing, and really today is about celebrating what we have been through as a staff of this union. And I can't thank you all enough. Who the hell knew what we were going to have to deal with over the past 15, 16 months? No playbook on any of this. Decisions had to be made, trying to do the best, make sure safety is first. How do we set up, support all of our members? How do we make sure that we're supporting each other? Our building goes on fire. Getting back up in September, as you all know, not easy. Staff started coming in, and then more and more slowly, always doing it. We make sure we're safe. Not easy things to do while we were still in the throes of this pandemic. It really was unprecedented, and no one ever thought. It's not something I ever thought I would live to, is a pandemic. I thought that was for the movies, but we had to deal with it, and we did. And we're here today, and there's been a lot of loss, and we, loved ones for so many people on this call, and for so many of our members, and that's devastating. But at the same time, we try to say that today, we've gotten to a point where hopefully, in a very short period of time, this pandemic will be behind us. But we don't want to forget all of the things that have been done. And today's the beginning of what I really want to do, starting quite shortly. I mean, I want us to have a heavy participation in this essential worker ticket tape parade. I want to take next year and dedicate it to all of our families who supported us and all of the work we did to support each other. And that's both for the staff and for the union and its members, because what we went through was horrible. We are getting through it. So we can go back. I'm supposed to give the year end. What did this year look like? How the hell do you give a report on this year? We all worked. Our members worked, and we worked under conditions that nobody ever thought we were trained to work under. We had to figure out things we've never we never had to figure out before. We've learned new tools that have proven to be extremely successful. Zooms have turned out to be a great engagement tool and an organizing tool with our members. We didn't know that. At first, we were all just arguing which one to use first. Was we doing Teams? We're doing Zoom? We're doing chat? Everyone was doing different ones, but we found that there was this brand new tool that we could start to use, and we're going to have to embrace that as we move forward. And for the staff, right now, we spoke this morning. We know the governor made the announcement, and we're going to follow our concept. We have a plan for this summer. We're not deviating from it. We're not going to open up 100% in terms of full capacity, no social distancing. We're not doing any of that. We're going to stick to the plan that we already had set for this summer. And come September, we'll see where we're at overall. And we'll see what our members are dealing with in, each and every day that they go to work, because that's really what we have always done. And we want to continue to do that to show that we're all in this together. So when you look at the year, starting in September, the work that we had to do, helping all of our members get back to work, right? Who was remote, who had accommodations, who did not. Test and trace, test and trace, test and trace. What is the number? What is the positivity rate? All through September, October, November, December, positivity rate and testing was everything. And we forget that, but that was everything. We were having nightly meetings going over our numbers. And then the staff was the one crunching all of this stuff and making sure that we were, staying in front of whatever questions our members might have. Sometimes they don't like the answer. Sometimes we didn't like the answers we had to give, but at least being transparent about it. And then at the same time, we had to launch this campaign to make sure that we were able to get the funding we needed to protect all the livelihood of our members as well as our own livelihoods, because they're interconnected. And the staff here, everyone pitched in, came up with strategies, constant communication, the amount of communication that we did in 1 year. Same time, upgrading the way we were using our technologies with our members, doing all those things, figuring out a delegate assembly, figuring out how to take the delegate assembly to another level. And then today at the delegate assembly, we have to talk about how we're going to change it again. All of the things that we had always taken for granted, we had to come up with new ways of doing it all. So running that campaign to make sure that we were able to get all the funding that we needed to protect ourselves and our members, we did that. And we did it really well. And constantly being able to make the changes when we were clear that there were safety changes we could make, making sure that we had the documentation, we knew how to explain it to our members, how to communicate it, how we had to organize that in terms of getting it out to everyone, because it wasn't easy, because any little change in this pandemic caused panic. And that was our main challenge, was to keep leading our folks through this. And that's what you all did. You absolutely did that. Other unions, most unions completely shut down. And we didn't. We knew we had a responsibility. We knew we needed to keep each other safe as well as our members. And that meant that we were going to have to do things that we didn't know was the right direction, but we tried to use our judgments, use our expertise, and use those who we had access to and their expertise. And then figure out a way to how to communicate this in a way that you knew people would be panicked, but at the same time, get them to a better place and letting them know, like, we're telling you and we're being transparent. And we're trying to get us all to a better place. And that's what we really did. And this union and its membership is in a better place at this moment in terms of going through a pandemic only because of the work of this staff. And it's all of you. Every piece of it. I remember, going back to last summer and just trying to figure out how to get our offices open properly, how to put all of our signage in. We used our building as an experiment on what we would want for every school. And then the same fears and anxieties that our members faced, we faced. We faced the same thing. And being there and just trying to make it through was really the constant daily challenge. It's like, okay, we got to keep going. We have to keep going. Is there an end? Is there an end? Is there an end? Is this vaccine real? Is it ever going to get here? When is this vaccine coming? Is this for real? On top of that, we have a national election that is a mess. It's a circus. But thankfully, it landed up in a place that was in the best interest of this union and its members. And now, getting ready to go to next year, we're still not sure. Getting our members, making sure we kept supplying that professional support throughout the year. Not easy, but we did it. I think we did more PD and CTLE this year than we've ever done in our history. How we pulled that off, no one would have ever guessed that beforehand, before this pandemic, that we could do that, and we did it. And again, a testament to all of you. Did we have problems? Yeah. Starting our events program. Events went from being, things where we would be serving food in one of our offices or one of the boroughs or whatever. Now events became all about Zooms and what we needed to do to teach and interact and all the rest of it. Craziness. Were there problems? Hell yeah. You can think back on them now and laugh at them, but when they were happening, they were not. We weren't laughing, but that's just, we kept our heads no matter how crazy it all got. And now, as we end this year, political action again, we engaged our members throughout. There'll be a massive turnover in the city, and we'll see where that all ends. But the staff, from the people who came back in last summer, to people who came in when at the beginning of the school year, and more came back in, I thank you personally. For those who continue to get all that work done in a remote setting, I can't thank you enough. I think we all can speak truth to anyone who says that, remote's easy. It's not. In person's easy. It's not. It's all hard. It's all difficult. But everyone did all of these things to the best of their ability, and everybody's effort actually chipped into making us be in a place today where we can say we have done our jobs very well. Our members are in a better place, despite all the odds being against us because of the work of this union. And that's all of you. So today is the day we celebrate. We celebrate all of your work. We celebrate our years of service, and we celebrate those who are going to retire, and their well-deserved, well-earned retirement. And we just want to celebrate everything that has happened, despite the fact that most people would think that going through a pandemic shouldn't be anything positive about it. Again, the human spirit and your dedication and passion really is the positive pieces that came out of this. So I know I've been given all sorts of notes on how to do this. Okay, I'm going to try. So again, as always, we're always trying new things.
So Michael, I think we got a presentation.
I know, and wait, I got a coordination page here that I'm supposed to transition at the end of each section back to Jeff and then back to me, correct?
Okay. So I'm going to help you out a little bit on this one, Michael.
Well, okay. So I'm going to start with the 20-year service awards.
Yeah. So let me start by saying thank you to Tammy Miller, who put together a wonderful PowerPoint presentation, helping with the help from our HR department and also our communications team. Thank you. So Tammy, if you will, start the PowerPoint presentation. We'll get into the business. Starting with our 20-year service awards, recognizing 20 years of dedication and commitment. Mr. President, if you will, recognize our 20-year members.
First, we want to recognize the most from the accounting department. We thank you so much. And now let's recognize Cheryl Bryant from the legal department. I think. Now we have Stacey Ann Dawkins Lindo, Anna Padulo from our accounting, Maggie Ho from accounting. Go with Quenica Johnson. I'm going too fast for you. I got it. Carla Jordan. Lisa Lau Kim. Rose Maldonado. Melody Rondinelli. Here for Angel Valentin.
Angel!
Go Angel!
Okay, and Miriam Vega. And Derek Wickham.
Right, so next on the 1s and 2s is our man, Jeff Zorkin, recognizing those members from the Welfare Fund with 20 years of service. Brother Zorkin, if you will.
Thank you, Anthony. Thank you very much. Let's jump to the first one right now. Bonnie Debnath, superstar from the IS department. Everybody knows him. Dawn Edwards, superstar from our member service department. Jimmy Ng, senior applications developer of the IS department. Glenn Ehrlich, the supervisor of our most important benefit, the pharmacy department. Leroy Griffith, the mailroom supervisor, keeps the office running. Thank you, Leroy. Mario Lalonde, supervisor for our Cobra department. Allison Martins, the administrative assistant of the accounting department. And Shonda Myers, who has shown herself to be a true superstar running the smart scanning department. Balaji Papaya, our senior applications developer.
And let's give it up for all of our people with 20 years of service to the United Federation of Teachers. Our next category is going to be our 25 years. That's a quarter of a century, Mr. President, that these people have dedicated their lives to the United Federation of Teachers. They give service and loyalty a new meaning. Mr. President, if you will.
Okay, we're going to start with Rhonda Bonilla. Let's hear it for Rhonda. And now, let's go to Ann Martin. Now, thank you so much, Ann. And now go to Patty Rojas. Fisher Rojas.
Hey, Patty.
And kicking it back over to my man, Jeff Zork, and our welfare fund. We have some members in the welfare fund with 25 years of service. Brother Jeff.
Thank you so much, Anthony. We have one, and it's somebody very special. Our disability supervisor helps our members in their true time of need. Shirley, thank you so much. Anthony, right back to you, sir.
Thanks so much, Brother Jeff. And now we're looking at 30 years of service. We're talking about longevity and commitment. These people are the epitome of that. Mr. President, a 30-year member.
It is this person, because we have one 30-year member this year, and it is Yvette Rivera Rodriguez.
Yay!
And now, Mr. President, we have our 35 years, people that have been with the United Federation of Teachers for 35 years. Wow. I tell you, Brother Michael, I was but a twinkle in my mother's eye 35 years ago. And these are history makers is what we're calling them. So, Mr. President, if you will.
I will, but I think I heard you say you were 35 years old, so that's not true. Let's hear it for Jean Gillette. Okay, now let's hear it from Miss Samantha Moss. Now we're gonna go for Miss Christine Matthews, excuse me.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chrissy.
I spell my name right when I'm here 40 years.
Go get it. Now let's give it up for Miss Barbara Vargas.
Hey, Barbara!
Barbara! Congratulations to all
Barbara up in the Bronx.
Love you, Barbara.
Congratulations to all our service honorees, our years of service honorees. And now we're going to kick it into our retirement. So we have some retirements that we'd like to announce this year. But before we do so, I'd just like to pause. And I think at this point, we have some remarks from our personal HR department. Janet?
Thank you, Anthony. Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. On behalf of the HR department and Tara Whiteman, our new director, we would like to thank all the awardees for all the years of service. And also to tell them that we greatly appreciate their hard work, all that hard work that they bring to the job every day, either it be remote or in person. Some awardees have received their plaques already. We are in the process of the distribution of those plaques and the gifts. So if you've already received your plaques, you will be notified as to when you can come and pick up your gifts. This goes for the new awardees for 2021 and the 2020 awardees as well. Thank you very much and have a great day.
Thanks so much, Janet. Thanks so much. And with that, let's go into some of the retirements.
Okay,
Let's take a look at this graphic here.
let's hear it for Ina. Ina, come on, excuse me, Ina Bab Henry. I mean, from the work at the Teacher Center, you worked with UCS, always willing to do anything. I can't remember how many times we had the Homeless Coalition here. Ina's bopping around in her little elf hat, doing her thing. But more importantly, it's all about that passion and dedication she brought every single day, every day. And no matter what role she played, it was always the same amount of passion and that motivation that she brought. And we are so much stronger for her. So thank you, Ina, so much for all that you've done.
Right. Congratulations, Ina. And our next honor, our retirement.
Okay. Okay, Jacqueline.
Oh,
Bennett.
wow.
Wow.
Oh my
Jacqueline. I don't know how. This is what I will tell anyone. Everyone has all these little anecdotes about Jackie, but I want to be, she you know, what she did with pros, what she did with all of the stuff that we had to deal with during Michael Bloomberg. But the key is Jackie didn't, you know, they gave me in my notes that Jackie grasped concepts. No, Jackie made concepts, concepts that nobody else could see. And she did it over and over and over again. And I would always keep things under I remember the famous one is the Matrix. That was sitting under my on my desk, underneath my blotter for 6 months, because I knew what Jackie had designed was something that would help every teacher in New York City. She is a special person, unique, and a treasure to us all. And I can't believe that, but I'm happy for her. I know she's going to ride her bike more, but I can't believe that Jackie Bennett will not be somebody standing by my office saying, I need to talk to you, Michael. You need to understand something. And she was always right. And we thank Jackie for everything she's done for us. Let's hear it for Jackie.
Congratulations, Jackie.
Thank you. Thank you. That's nice.
And our next honoree.
Dorothy Kalachi.
Oh, Dorothy, I love you.
Well, there you go.
Chrissy Matthews.
Always, you know, I've done so many school visits with Dorothy over the years. Her writing, I get to read almost everything she writes. You know, long, illustrious career. Worked in all sorts of different places, doing, you know, Brooklyn Eagle newspaper, you know, came out of Baldwin High School, NYSET member, but always when we needed things to get done, she would get them done. But you had to see her inside of a school when I did visits. You had to see her take a teacher on the side and start to talk to them. And then the teachers start to really light up and get excited about whatever Dorothy was asking them questions about. She knew how to really connect with people. And that's why her writing was always so powerful, because being able to get, you know, anyone who connect with people like that face to face, you knew it came through in her writing. And she's absolutely someone who has done so much great work for us and made us all better. So thank you, Dorothy, for everything. Let's hear it for Dorothy.
Congratulations, Dorothy. Our next retiree.
Doreen Berrios Castillo. Wow. I mean, one of the nicest people you could ever meet. You know, in the secretary's chapter.
Very sweet.
You know, the things we had to deal with, we had tumultuous times. We know that chapter at some points was really under the gun. And Doreen was able to keep people calm. When she spoke softly, but people always listened. And that is a sign of someone who really maintains that it's our humanity that ties us together. And Doreen, I can't thank you enough for all the years that you served this union. And thanks for all that you have done. And the secretaries of this city owe you a great deal for what you did for them. So thank you. And let's hear it for Doreen, everybody.
Woo!
Maureen!
Our next honoree.
Uh-oh, here she goes.
Mm.
Alice Cooper Jackson.
Alice!
Go Alice!
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 So I that the nickname that we try not to use, calling Alice the Fixer, but it's true. If there's a problem, you send Alice. Alice would take care of anything that was going on inside of her district at all times. But it was her ability to form those relationships with her members, with her chapter leaders, with the principals, the superintendents. She knew how to get things done. And then she decides she's going to have and start her own dinner dance. And she just can't start a little old dinner dance. No, she has to start a dinner dance that is crazy. I go to the first one. There's 1,100 people there. They're all screaming at the top of their lungs. Every school in the district is represented, shouting out everything about how their school is the best. And there's Alex, every elected official that even goes near her district, all coming to kneel at the front of Alice because they know this was all her. So District 11 owes you a great deal of gratitude. The Union, the Bronx, everyone. You are a special, phenomenal person, Alice. And I can't thank you all. I thank you for everything that you have done on behalf of the members of this union and for this union. And for me personally, thank you, Alice.
Love you, Alice.
ACJ!
Yes, ACJ, we love you. We'll miss you.
Alice!
And I think we're gonna hop over into Brooklyn now.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. What can we say about Miss Ellen Dreesen? You go into Ellen's district. First of all, Ellen will know a problem that's going to hit our membership way before anyone else. Because what happens is her members tell her everything that they think is a problem. And then Ellen filters that and gets us to it. So she is like, undoubtedly, she was one, what we would say, if Ellen's saying there's an issue, we got to look to see if it's anywhere else. And that relationship building you had with every school. You could walk into any school in her district and everyone knows Ellen. You could, all the principals know Ellen, the APs know Ellen, the superintendent loved Ellen. But at the same time, the superintendent loved Ellen because she knew that if there was a problem, they would deal with it together and they would get it solved because they were very prideful of the fact that it's their district and it was their district to protect, but also to deal with all of the issues. And she did it, and she does it so well. So, and it was 24/7. Ellen is one of those people, you will get the emails at midnight, at 2, at 5, because whenever, the squirrels are in the head and she feels it's something that has to be dealt with. And that's why her chapter leaders and everyone adore her. So I can't thank Ellen enough for everything that you've done. And we're going to miss you and enjoy your retirement. Thank you so much. Let's hear it for Ellen Dreesen, everybody.
Thank you, Ellen.
Love you, Ellen.
Hey, Ellen.
Congratulations,
Thank you,
Ellen,
Ellen.
District 20. District 20. You're gonna be missed, baby girl. All right, brother Mike. Next up.
On the Queens, we're going to hear from Miss Sandra Dunn-Yules. Let's hear it for Sandy, everybody. Let's
Congrats,
hear it for
Sandy.
Dunn-Yules.
Hey, Sandy.
Sandy's going.
Hey, Sandy.
She's held so many different, she's worn so many different hats in the UFT, from PM staffer to district rep, health and safety, ratings appeals rep. But the thing that Sandy brought, which was so special, is it was that one-on-one member, dealing with a member who was, how do we say it properly, was having a social emotional crisis, or having, not understanding that the union was there and we're going to help them through this. And she was just there to help them get through the process. And she calmed them down. And, that's a special person who can do that type of job. And she brought that type of professionalism to every role that she has played in this union. And we're going to miss her dearly. But also at the same time, everybody we're talking about right now, we want them all. God bless you all and have a great time in your retirement. So let's hear from Miss Sandra Dunn-Yules, everybody.
Yay, Sandy.
All right. Michael, we're back on the 4 and 5 train, headed back up to the Bronx.
We're up in the Bronx, brother.
Go, Carol.
All right, let's hear it from Miss Carol Harris. I think, you know, it can't be official, but I'll make it official. Carol Harrison's children are actual UFT members because that's how they were raised. She just made them part of this union from the very beginning. But Carol's different roles that she played, but I want to talk about her as the district rep of District 9. Any problem, she's there. If there's and people knew if we couldn't get it solved, there was going to be a fight, and it was going to be a real fight. And that's what Carol brought to this. You know, it was, she understood, you know, as a chapter leader, the PM staffer, ed liaison, health and safety representative, but District 9 representative, all of the things that you have done. And your support for the union at every event, that smile you brought into every room. And you would bring that smile into your schools. And at the same time, I was in a couple of schools with you where you went in smiling and then didn't smile for too long. And then we knew we were going to have to take care of something, but it was the right thing to do. And you always brought that. And to you and your family, I can't, you know, wish you all the best. We're going to miss you dearly. And more importantly, we celebrate your career here at the UFT. So let's hear it for Carol Harrison.
Carol.
Carol.
Hey, Carol.
Yeah,
Yes, Carol.
Ooh, Carol. Carol.
And I think we're staying in the Bronx for this one, Michael.
You're staying in the Bronx, my friend.
Our next retiree.
Let's hear for Ilya Lara, preacher man. Let's go.
Hello.
High school Bronx representative. Not an easy job. Not an easy job. None of our jobs are easy. But, you know, what Ilya brought into this, when he came in, the thing is, he would go to every school and talk to everybody. He was always shaking hands, talking to everyone, and his constant awareness of educating the members about what the union does for you. That was his pitch at all times. You know what we do for you. You know what we did this, we're doing this, we're doing this, we're doing this. This is what the union does for you. He constantly drilled that into his chapter leaders and the members in his district. Very optimistic, always like, we can fix this. We can fix it. Telling superintendents this, principals that, getting behind those closed doors and having those meetings and making things happen inside of them. That is Ilya. And we're going to miss him. But again, to his family and everyone, we want you to enjoy your well-deserved retirement. And let's hear it for Ilya Lara one more time for everything he's done.
And Michael, I think we're coming downtown to Central. Coming downtown
We're
to
coming
Central.
to Central.
All right.
Irene Los Penoso, who is director of our SHIP department. I know a lot of folks don't understand, but SHIP is a really, really important piece of the work that we do. Our retirees have all sorts of different things. Tom Pappas did this work with Irene for years. It's just, the whole idea is they're always there to help our members, our retiree members, any medical conditions they're having, issues that they're having. And she did that with the care and passion of someone who understood that this was how you actually help people throughout their entire lifetime once they're in this union. And that's what she did. You know, once a UFT member, always a UFT member. But that means we have to be there for them throughout their entire life. And that's what SHIP and the work that she brought to SHIP. It's not just about a check, but it's also about helping people through when they're having those difficult times. And for her, you know, her years of service, it's just the number of people that, you know, she served. and are always thankful for what she and her team brought. We can't thank her enough. And it's a very, very special person to build that department, bring it to what it has become, and why it is such a lifeline to our members. And it's a lifeline that we should all be very, very proud of, but also understand at the same time, we wouldn't be able to be proud of it if it wasn't for Irene's work. So we want to thank Irene. Let's give her a big shout out, everyone, because she is a phenomenal lady.
And I think we have one more, President Mulgrew.
Yes, we do. I mean, Nanette Sanchez Rosario.
Go Nets!
Here we go.
Go!
Okay, so we all know, I don't know if Nanette actually ever rests. I think she's like one of these animals, just keep moving at all times. And if you can ask her any question about certification, CTLE issues, any of the different things about how do you rescue a member from near termination, Nanette will just bang, she'll hit you with it so fast. And I mean, it's coming at you fast. And she's going to go over it again and again and again until you understand what you have to do, and she's going to make sure that she's there that we're here supporting you so you can get there and do what you need to do. And she's going to take care of you. And that's what every member who Nanette dealt with always understood. Nanette was going to take care of you, but she was going to make sure she was holding your feet to the fire, that I'm going to help you, but I'm going to teach you to fish. I'm not handing you that fish. And that's what Nanette brought to her job. And, you know, 32 years, all of that service, switching, you know, all of our changes in technology and use, and even creating bigger caseloads, Nanette stayed on top of everything. And, you know, how many people would have not still been in this profession if it wasn't for Nanette? And the number is quite large. And you can't thank her enough for taking that passion that she has for helping people, bringing it into such an important role, and we're all better off for it. And again, Nanette, we all bless you and hope you enjoy your retirement. So let's hear it for Nanette one more time, everybody.
Congrats.
And as a reminder to everyone, if you have not picked up your plaques, your service award plaques, you want to contact our HR department and make an appointment and they'll make sure that you get your service award plaques. Michael, any closing remarks?
Look, in a moment. So look, thank you all again. To the retirees, really, from the bottom of my heart, and I know everybody's heart, we want you to deserve, you deserve this. You earned this. And all of that passion that you brought to this, we want you to bring that to your retirement. But remember, just like Irene, once a UFT member, always a UFT member. Once you part of the UFT staff, always part of the UFT staff. That's just the way it is. If you need help with something, you know, just to reach out, we're always there. So to all the retirees, thank you for everything that you've done for us. For all the service award winners, thank you. Hands down, the most difficult year we've had. Most difficult year we had. And it really, we would not be in this place if it weren't for all of you. And, you know, we have to help so many of our colleagues, our fellow unions. Some of them have been severely devastated throughout this pandemic. But that's not us. It is not us. And the reason why it's not us is because all of the work of all of the people on this staff. So thank you, everybody. And if I don't see you, I want you to enjoy your summer. We'll all be in and out at different times. Except for a small handful, we'll all be coming in and out. But we know that there will be a moment in time now where we can take a deep breath, hopefully. And anybody who wants to join us on July 7th, we'll try to make a party out of it. Okay. So thank you all. And thank you to Anthony and everyone for putting this together. Thank you for Tammy. And let's have a great day, everyone.
All right. And with that, Steve,
You're on mute, Anthony.
Sorry about that. With that, Steve, let's open up the line so that everybody can get their congratulations and well wishes in. Congratulations, Nanette.
Congratulations, Jean.
Congratulations, everybody.
Congratulations, everybody.
Congratulations, everybody.
Congratulations, Sam. Congratulations, Amanda.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, everyone.
Thanks, retirees.
Hello.
Congratulations, everybody.
Well earned, well earned.
Susie, I like the haircut.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
Thank
Congratulations, everyone.
You're upside down.
You're upside down.
You was
I
right.
know,
Like,
you know,
upside
I'm
down.
always different.
Celia, you upside down.
Love it. Love the upside down.
Congratulations, everyone.
Show that again. Show that again.
How do they do that?
Lifting you all up,
Look
lifting
at
you all up,
You're always upside down.
lifting you up, lifting you up.
We're all gonna miss you all. We're all gonna miss you guys.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Jackie. Congratulations, Jackie.
I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled.
I'm
gonna miss you.
Are we gonna miss you?
Congratulations.
Take care.
Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you.
God bless you,
Doreen.
Congrats, Doreen.
Congrats.
Doreen, you look great.
Thank you.
You never leave. I'm still here.
Congrats, Ellen Dreesen. Ellen Dreesen, congratulations.
Ellen Dreesen.
Okay, good night. Good day, everybody. And I see everybody at the delegate assembly.
The delegate.
Bye. Have a
Congratulations,
great day.
Ina Bambari.
You did a nice job. I'm gonna be on.
Pick up your mask.
The letters? Yeah, pick up your mask. Pick up your mask.